All right, I want to talk to you about something that's really important to me, and that is the fact that my relationship almost fell apart twice. Now, you'd think I'm a couples therapist, I should have this long-term relationship business in my back pocket. I should know exactly what to do and just pull it out and say, hey, this is my checklist. This is what I need to do to make my relationship work long-term. The fact of the matter is that all of us suffer from relationship issues, whether those could be active addictions, whether it can be things like depression or anxiety impacting the relationship. It really doesn't matter what it is. You know, for my situation, my wife and I butted heads all the time about principles, values, and beliefs. We were two different people, and that is what relationships are about. They're about two different people coming together. Now, one of the things that I talk about with my clients is the fastest way for you to bring about more relationship distress is to talk about your differences. Talk about how one person does one thing, the other person does the other, how your values don't align, how your humor is different, how one person likes to go to bed early and one person likes to stay up late. Those can be fun around the dinner table when we're hanging out with friends and we're just laughing and having a joke. But when it comes down to it, what's really important is to talk about how you're the same. The reason being is that couples, when they are the same, they get on the same page and they can align themselves together as allies, as partners, and tackle the issues that they need to head on. My wife and I, for example, we struggled often with our relationship regarding things like how we wanted to raise our kids. That was a really, really difficult problem. My wife and I still struggle with that from time to time. She'll see a Facebook article pop up and she'll decide this is the latest way that we need to parent in an attachment style. I'll disagree and say, no, I don't think we need to be as attachment oriented. We need to be a little bit more respect oriented. We get mired in these language discussions, and the next thing you know, it's me being pitted against her, and nothing ever good comes out of it. Rather than doing that, what I suggest and how I saved my relationship is just started looking at the things that we did well together. So taking a step back and saying, you know, when it comes to raising our kids, television more than an hour a day is the limit that we want. And we bond over that. We both share that value and that principle and belief that that's how we should raise our kids. So what I'm suggesting that you do is to sit down with your partner and ask them, how are we the same? What are the things we agree on? And start having conversations about those. Because I guarantee if you're going to talk about how you're different, all you're going to do is open up that can of worms, and trust me, you're going to be sitting on opposite ends of the couch. You don't want that. You want to talk about how you're the same. So that's how I saved my relationship, is I started talking about how I was the same with my wife, how we were on the same page, how we did things together that we enjoyed doing, not how we did things separately. I'm going to talk about in later conversations with you about how doing things differently and separately can be helpful. You know, it can be helpful for hobbies, for the husband or wife to go out, or one partner to go out and do their yoga, how another to go to the gym. Those are really important, but what they don't do is they don't bring us together and they don't help us be the same. What's really important is that we're doing those things together. So do yourself a favor, whether it's an activity like going for a walk, going on a date, it doesn't really matter what it is. Do something together that you enjoy doing. But more importantly, while you're doing that, have a conversation about how you're the same. Trust me, when you do that, you're going to be well on your way to saving your relationship just like I did. That doesn't mean I'm not going to run into new problems with my wife, because the fact of the matter is those problems and those fights are never going away. But what isn't going away is our conversation about how we're the same. I suggest you do that. I think it's a great way to kickstart your relationship, to get over those initial humps that could be potentially impacting you right now. Do it. I promise it's going to work. Thanks so much, and talk to you soon. Bye.